Ene ma te say
Yankopon adom bibia boko.
Ye dey me ase. Ye nim komo kakra.
Ken me da say na transfers no di bia ba. Me di bia ba kwa ko di bia ba Biggey susu di bia ba. Na we de kakra bi wo FIFA Club World Cup nim na ma notice ade bi. Madrid ewini 3-2 against Dortmund no. Ade miensa me de ma adwen course so a ase. Most especially Real Madrid fans no enhu ye no. Alonso befa Real Madrid boboku no. Wa create 3 new options e won the squad nim. Players akesi omwo ho no, Vini mo ye ni mo dada. Fedi Valverde mo, Rudiger mo. Alonso FIFA Club World Cup no. Every single game awabo no. Ken mimi hu ne se wa create 3 options e won the squad nim. The first one e Frank Garcia. Minu mienu nim se anka Frank Garcia de. Ye bo season no na say La Liga ne other UEFA competitions are Real Madrid boy no. Ebe wie no. Anka ye pe player ba kwa anka 40 po ni so be free Real Madrid bobo ni ma. Frank Garcia no operate as a left back at the Real Madrid. By FIFA Club World Cup no under Xabi Alonso. Abrante ne status asesa. Onim say wa man new role. New role di amano no. A dynamic up and down left back. Ye kasa obi a dynamic left and a up and down left back a obi a o patrol e the left side o. Sa left side and say ye bo 4 back. Ye bo 3 back. Oko na waba enti sa 10 ho no o patrol. Ye kasa omi ye dynamic left back a omoko esro na omo ba form. And so far o FIFA Club World Cup. Meji to mu say ye ka left backs a omo ye ade pa e wo wiase a. Omfa Frank Garcia nka ho. Biken utan okodura no yi ni brika. Frank Garcia under Alonso, it seems in the modern bonasesa and gradually or pick it up. Dear Tosum Yenu, the new role of Ada Gule. Say Alonso born no boning nano, they will control rhythm, Ada Gule. Madrid say obey you so high low tempo, meaning Ada Gule because on the control rhythm no. And to say Oshani team na Ada Gule no be Gina defensive line in Ono na yebeka say pretty as a deep lying playmaker. And Ken, sa role no, any role ketwa. In 1930, Papa, your friend Vittorio Pozzo, no ye coach for Italy, introduce formation be in 1930, near kind of metodo system. So in 1930, Vittorio Pozzo, introduce the metodo system no, and no introduce the deep lying playmaker. And no be about as a deep lying playmaker and all require ball skills. Yen fan hoden ye de bo ye de adwen eni nyansa ene bo sa ro until recently shobi to say pelu e obebo bo ni yi e adwen ye de bo. And so far under Alonso the new role of Adagule or bo ebo ni yi passing or tike vision creativity or tike composure and decision or tike. And to also another option our creative was set up nim no e Adagule or man the new role. Then the striker Gonazalo Garcia say Omani operate as a boss dominator striker. We see different types of strikers. Offer obi to say Benzema, or person obe trebe ball, obe control, obe involve play, or you different. By Alonso ba Real Madrid no, akra no using as a striker, eye Gonzalo Garcia no, Omani operate as a boss dominator. Ne de any say on hold him onto the ball, or making sure certain you be creating space. No one who you e position box in him, and to check in go so say, now no can go no say. And to say 3 players we know. Alonso e dia creative option I want the squad him. Ye heard the new season no ebetimaba. Mami rem transfers kakra. Abrante friend is Jack Grealish, a Manchester City player. So far, Aston Villa aba, Everton aba. Kemeno ka say Napoli for so echo ho. Yes, Manchester City for say still na no team bi anu wa why ready say. On betima fa Abrante no. Na Manchester City mpokra say omo ye ready say omo be reduce omo asking price no. But Abrante friend say Jack Grealish no. Ni sika no oje no SK teams na we £300,000 a year a week. Year ni nyina na 15.6 million pounds. Ye say SK clubs na we clubs na nye willing. Ana boy ni mpokra nye willing say obe reduce ne salary no. Anka City for the omo ye ready say omo asking price no. On better so. But Abrante ni nye na again say 15.6 million pounds na oje no oba better so. Na story we ken etwetwe maso kakra menim se Biggey ne kwaku ombe wo interest wo nipa o de story ne buy no ye trust ne power transfer market ne story bi o de abia ye correct na story a nipa ne dia ba me hu bi ewie em wawa yese Bayern eko Mohamed Kudus ana o ka che Bayern for say there be space nko a me hu story na ye me wawa kakra but the current story the make can say nipa na o de exclusive na ba no e yo obi a ye trusting or transfer market
Kudus are rejected
Bayern I say already wa ka che Bayern for ne say or the yes am a space for our person space no ko minim reason tia
and it's on rejected we agree over bintiana
by says anka we space ne Bayern na
ka so to America
e ho na twetwe maso kakra no anka
ko yes ka William de ne bi
anka ko ye source bi anka minjindi by source no de aba no e trustworthy a de aba
Bayern tie nyamene no kranim ni nka be me nwa no no kra chusu Bayern ka be me nwa because that boy now was right one
Michael
Olise no ana wo hwesa akwa no
oni bobo pa ana number 10 row no enye musiela yesu prepare musiela so ko tunu no so enye easy enti binim se baby se wa we ni options are by nipa no this story we aba no untimi nka so oboa so far said the only two dwa no West Ham for ne Spurs for ne nsam kono mo mbra biem sa add-ons ni bonuses ne de entimi nsi Spurs
na dem pa no mo ye ne sa no se omo je say Tottenham je Champions League
ana
omo je Premier League es ga no mo so betua
omo peso betua because when the presidency say Spurs e kwa je Champions League bibia ye possible wo wiase de by on a scale of 0 to 10 Spurs e je Champions League any league no e ye be 1 enti na West Ham for ni put omo full cash no na nim say eno na link to West Ham I say omo be room for Ademola Lookman enti eya koye me say ase West Ham for no so plan say omo ton Mohamed Kudus a omo so ko for Ademola Lookman
on so Atletico Madrid
on so Atletico Madrid so ne kasa enti West Ham for ne person omo ton Kudus ntem no ma ye quick no metimi akwa Ademola Lookman ho enti story am nsa ka awie no eye me nwanwa say yesi Kudus etimi a reject Bayern minim say no ko buy nipa no de buy no me genidi na keno nim say eye Barcelona wingers na omo peni nyina no Barca e de ato omo nyina anim say omo ntua embro 60 million euros obie no Barcelona for so betua bro 60 million euros Luiz so Rashford obie ntua 60 million euros Barcelona for say maximum no 60 million euros extra
Barca e kelentua na
omo nya kelentua ba omo wo mo de omo de ato so we omo
and there's any sanity omo ye
Madrid na nke ya omo ye kelentua asem Barca de so omo de omo say ye betua ba ye ma ne ntra 60 million euros enti omo ka kire teams ni nyina no e Barca na e go in favor of Marcus Rashford because Rashford si kan ye 40 million dia kan nyina no so ye above 60 million no enti Barca so de oto omanim metese na wo ka Rodrigo de Paul ne Inter Miami de no me na wo ka say so Flamingo for so abawrem so mo pe Rodrigo de Paul Flamingo abawrem so mo pe abrante no Liverpool for you so intermediaries oba transfers a ubetima wo agent club ni so betima wo hobot obetima decide say omo koye outsourcing obi oye purchasing and supply bi anim outsourcing enti Liverpool for call intermediaries for bi say omo nko Konate na nkomo ne nkasa na boy ne nsesa na adwe ye say Konate so dia two intermediaries nanim say Liverpool for decide say omo beton no eye sama we dia e team ba ko pe na ope Real Madrid bobuku no say omo beton no anim ya dia e Real Madrid ana ope na onim say Luiz Diaz eso ne Liverpool for e wo gentleman agreement bi na sa gentleman agreement no mo no ye say omo di nkomo no omo di tum say team bi ba na okura 82 million euros a ombetime jaya manako eno ana Luiz Diaz yese osane de ko kasa se osre oma do se one Bayern for agree de ba na onim se Nico de no ebenwen ne se enti se omo wo ska bi omo mfa bi nka ho no omo befa no because omo gentleman agreement of 82 million euros eno yese Liverpool ne boy na agree say obi di 82 million euros bo ombetime jaya abrante no amanako mena wo ka say wo de tudwa Nicolas Jackson so onko ba bia no onim say ken last week na be breaking story ready ma say Atletico Madrid for Nicolas Jackson e ma me ka say me koye nhwehwemu dia ba eno na ma Nicolas Jackson aba bonten say onko ba bia no Atletico Madrid any Ali Barat ana twetwe nkomo enti Ali Barat ana na ede kwoto Nicolas Jackson anim say Atletico Madrid for nimpo kura ba say omopo ana ma Nicolas Jackson ka che ne say ompeso obeko ba bia no si afi we die obesi form wo Chelsea sa afi bi be ye de season be ye de dia ma onu Nicolas Jackson ya afi we enti wa ka che Ali Barat say on kwa Atletico Madrid team no Fenerbahce for eso omo ntwema Barcelona Marcus Rashford Fenerbahce for so say omo pe Marcus Rashford enti Jose person say reunite with Marcus Rashford no more per Sancho and Sancho so per Juventus enti Jose ne Fenerbahce for so say omo pe Marcus Rashford na Hoyland so situation no wakache Ruben Amorim say the only thing about team na free Manchester United team no say Manchester for na me kanche ne say omo onye part of the plans say Manchester for team be catch no Hoyland say onye part of the planner ono abranti no be free Manchester United asundwem Juventus Winfred Ndidi Juventus aberem so mo pe Winfred Ndidi on say Juventus beton Luiz Douglas Luiz sa abranti no ento beton no me no ka say Ndidi din abepiem na AC Milan ana Victor Boniface enkomo no ahyase dendenden AC Milan Victor Boniface enkomo no ahyase say Victor Boniface impokra no ese na ni beje say obe free Germany abepiem ewo Italy abesi akan dia ma team e friend say AC Milan we a story be say Manchester City for show interest ewo Danzel mu Inter Milan for a right wing back no unima de krontia Manchester City for echo Newcastle so mo ko Livramento na omuko Newcastle so mo ko Livramento no ana Newcastle for abo mu 80 million pounds
Livramento
ai
ono no ni Chelsea
80 million pounds enti eno na ma
and down first so yes 25
ai on so ne de ye from first to be 15
first to 15
ha na the release clause no sa date nipa ho age se woni Inter for negotiate na ma say Man City for say ne yenko Inter na bo ni say de e was Livramento 80 de Pep Guardiola say la untua
Livramento 80 million
untua
okay Kwame Dela ana ede bebraba wa me hu bebre no Edeson toswe
Kamera say na mamenchia awoshi senior man na wodun kwa no fin
awoshi
no nti mechia awoshi ye pa na yentoa so de tie ne say I remember very well say be 2 years in na ye discuss how ye will get our Ghanaian players there say ombenya big clubs abo. One of those things are not a boss me mind is in terms of talent. Your players are talented guys, but sometimes Nigeria, Senegal for omutiminya links ko big clubs na your players in Kobe. And remember we saying say Kudus wo now say news eba for ne honi nyina I am not surprised a bit. Ebra Kudus every Jennifer Mendelovich asweye e move to roof agency pe and I can say Kudus transfer. A lot of stories will come around him. What one of the big agencies a roof John Bizima. If you don't know John Bizima, roof ankasa ninchi ewo Germany by munchi ninchi wa he Germany. John Bizima no ono ne manage Segina Bri. Ono na de Sadio Mane eko Bayern Munich. Oye big agent pa o. Ono na manage Ademola Lookman. Ono na manage Kai Havertz, Karim Adeyemi. Inti Kudus de nsa kwa anase odiniti akwa kwahye big agency. So these stories are going to come up. Now, these guys will get Kudus a better club. For that I am assured. But what do we want as Ghanaians? What do Kudus want? A big club na Kudus unkoba anasa unkoba club obenya ball ni biabo. But what the mecho ya say? Kudus type on the style of play ni ye. Debian oye sima imon papa unpassable and famame. Everything should go through Muhammad Kudus. That is the style of play. It is a okoto timwa. Team no obie bobia. You will not see Kudus play well. One say Moise ebe bi gidi o Kudus mana West Ham ombo ball ni before no so no na Kudus bo pa Graham Potter obi ambo ball ni bi no na say Kudus ya ordinary but only ordinary the type no ye say everything should go through him or yes number 10 for ni bi enti e dey na Ghana for epe say a big club there roof agency they will get Kudus a big club to play say a game time with there then we should be very careful. Say West Ham for no obunya ometon ama Chelsea obunton match Tottenham da Tottenham omo biggest rival West Ham for ka ho bi omo no omo nka ho na senye say West Ham for ehia to omo buye sika inka they will not even negotiate with Tottenham Hotspur say ebi akotoko ho akere no no ne House of Folk negotiate ompe o. But Chelsea for no, they are not willing to pay what West Ham United want. Chelsea say with the players say but now they can crash also. West Ham here sika liquid money now they are fund accounts anymore. Send they will run away from the financial fair play. People try to be joy say. And nothing I'm not Tottenham for no was Russes here because Chelsea are not willing to pay cash or pursue the players no kwaji. It is a Tottenham that was here. Kudus will negotiate. They say Tottenham team, you know. Thomas Frank, no pair Brian Buemo we no. And the Kudus also profile Brian Buemo the AI pay. It looks like he's been offered playing time. Ewo Tottenham was pay. Oko benya boni biabo. Me Tottenham nankasa me say na nyu omu neme ndi but say odibe call club for bi there. West Ham is okay. Let's see what will happen. Dia tosubiu. Arsenal ne Victor Gyökeres no. They say. Last year, now was Arsenal for Benjamin Sesko. And the boy extended the contract. Then there was agreement. Edu. Any boy ni agent Basanovic agreement by month for say Arsenal will come back for this boy. That time no will release clause of 50 million euros. But the release clause no say the more all board, the more also go no release clause no air cost. Say when we ended the season, the release clause moved from 50 to 80 million euros still. Mikel Arteta, the ideal choice of pay, Benjamin Sesko enye Victor Gyökeres. Sesko no owa 6'5". Arsenal for pay attention for Nibia or fall in. Sesko 22 years. Sesko bo Bundesliga unlike the Portuguese league. Intika Sesko na play on Pepa. But when they went to negotiate with Leipzig, the last time we catch us a club, sir, what do you negotiations are what pay RB Leipzig. Leipzig for to say, pay the release clause. And now so say it's kakra. No problem. Ubetia 90 million euros. Now the add-ons account. So either you are paying 80 million euros cash down or you are paying 90 million euros. That's not for say we cannot do it. And almost someone say, and now I'm asking, I follow about Victor Gyökeres deal, you know. Now, Ken, this is where it gets interesting. Yeah, boy, any agents, you know, Omumwa, Sports and Lisbon, for no crack. See, Sports and Lisbon for say 100 million. They know, sir, Obi no better boy in 100 million. It makes a lot of sense. Omon turn 100 million. Person 80 million euros. See, 80 million euros na Sports and Lisbon for no edge, you know. Say agents and about see my clubs na tia 80 million euros. Boy, any agents, 10% too. And agents, you know, I don't know. As a woman boy na too desperate. In say clubs not for boy enough. Arsenal bid or Diako CCI 65 million euros cash down. And now they kakras also for add-ons. Into the add-ons na come you are looking at 80 million euros, 65 plus 15. And now Sports Lisbon for say 70 million euros. It's the difference right now. Sikanankasa base figure no. Arsenal is offering 65. Sports Lisbon for someone 70 plus 10. But what did the Micho Yasi? Now, 70 plus 10, no. Sir Arsenal, you're willing, na Arsenal befa Victor Gyökeres, Ediako. Because Sports Lisbon for so almost so one seed, and it makes a lot of sense to say Bruno Fernandes, man, you fought on 2019, almost on 65 million euros. Midfielder Bruno Fernandes, 2025, Aqua was 54 goals last season. They are going to sell him around South Africa. Yes, see. But why not this our problem in Yinaba? It is because they've made themselves too desperate. Now, club will be a bit in your bobo be open. Young Luiz Diaz. Here, away build any all the news tablets I would Germany say boy and I agree with Bayern Munich. Now, it does not make the deal over. Luiz Diaz, he's not happy with Liverpool. Now, one of the players are Liverpool for any show me with all due respect to my Liverpool people. Hey, Luiz Diaz. Ken, Luiz Diaz, now what you be £55,000 at the Braca. He's been why you complaints sans na ketwe muntumu si cannot general form. And now what Federico Chiesa buy. Federico Chiesa just £150,000 a week. No, Luiz Diaz Liverpool boy or 55. Esa. Your players say Jessica Chena Darwin Nunez nyade or £140,000. McAllister edge £150,000 or your midfielder. He's least paid. And what complaining say for the can be around £200,000. 200,000 only negotiate here. 150 grams so he will take. But Liverpool for them person may take a risk. Liverpool feel set with the January. Obeko 29 years. Man is ask and also moon say they feel say a bad business decision and the Omba. Liverpool are very reluctant. They don't want to touch it. And a boy in the club no happy. It's last year so once a papa no the who to cheap bassa for okay last year no I said I interview me ba no nya bassa obebo I say or the bassa per contract extension.
Okay.
Me watch what the be show say because ideally boy no your pay say Liverpool better na KTM. And no used to other clubs. But Liverpool up to now I said they are not perturbed. Say Basso said they don't care. They are still insisting say you are not for sale. So we better just over 80 million euros. And right now, say only Bayern Munich for na kasa ano encourage. Say Bayern Munich would have to come to Liverpool and negotiate. Liverpool want to insist to say 80. But as something in I can't contract to 2 years until Liverpool can relax. But point they say Liverpool should rather extend his contract or if they get 80, they are good to go. Because Bayern Munich for better 80 for power for Luiz Diaz there. It makes a lot of sense. Real Madrid. Mamadita Madrid versus Hilal. Pachuca, Salzburg, Juventus, Dortmund. She. And now many Pachuca boy. Now me very particular about the game because it was Xabi Alonso's first game. Okay, 4-3-3. Now 4-3-3 now coach in the coin. Okay. And normal Rodrigo has opportunity to shine. And Rodrigo be good when he wants. But that game, Asensio so good when he wants. And no match I mean the core center back. No the other Gule by no stress obey Timiabo. And the coach, next game Osasan call 5 at the back. And now no more ball against Juventus. Not ball 5 at the back. But what we should game no be one of those deficiencies and what game no was that a time will be an cannot yield us ever for ball or find Trent Alexander-Arnold they struggle because Alexander-Arnold's strength say the ball no air him. It is a way a coach. How do you solve it? Because coach somebody the defender and the 5 at the back untouch it. So I mean in a fall from midfield no abeka. Ken, me more 3 examples of they see here against Borussia Dortmund because Dortmund also about 3 at the back. Now Svensson and Karim Adeyemi Senka coach na nya bibi amfa ho they cannot heal this Eddie Yomono can the same thing baby. So give me one example. It's instead of Chouameni falling to become a defender now have 5 at the back they can't say rather Freddy Valverde mom and a dropping be Trent Alexander-Arnold. First example in the Kent times because of time. Second example. So this is the 12 minutes. Freddy Valverde and I drop it. So instead of Chouameni, I'll be question. This game it was Chouameni mom. It was Freddy Valverde mom na Eba. Second example. Second example. Here Trent Alexander-Arnold and after Karim Adeyemi. Send a Freddy Valverde will also drop. Last example because of time. Last example no so Ebeba any 24th minutes again. Freddy Valverde boom and a drop it. So in their previous game, Tchouaméni dropped as a centre back against Borussia Dortmund. It was Freddy Valverde. You see, always the 5 at the back doesn't change, but the Madrid team is too flexible depending on what they want to do in the game. Player no obiabe team drop it. So far, I think Madrid will face bigger challenge, but what we are seeing, we are seeing good changes.
Okay. Madrid PSG. Next. And in soon being able. Biggey, Sabacordia.
No, I'm not doing
and yes, well, in manner.
Meaning Crabia the match.
Say, Nano Common and I get only 9 crying. Only 9 when they match home. PSG phone. As I say, only to the to crash with you.
A meaning Crabia veteran. Can I hear those in the Faba normal bread? Hey. So we're more on the way. Not drill the crowd, yes, and none of me and none of you. Can Madrid team no, sir, defensively and Casadia Trent Alexander-Arnold actually clearly say he's a man who is not there defensively. He gives you a lot of attacking options. And he they have to expect Cesani man better SEC. Can Real Madrid, when you have a new coach, a new team, now you're fortunate, sir, or tournament attention, any BBA also. Coach will be making sure say or be provide a platform for almost every player or you available Bobo said the or be shame they are selecting the best players on only few say you races in Nimwa or be timid or my juma. It is a what has be alone so almost everybody our Real Madrid Bobo and he wants to give everybody that opportunity. Now the bag is better who know be who's a born who timiabo and I say untimimo. So when he takes a decision and conquer yes will be who timika and also on pass MSCSM and on fan movie. Some of these players have gotten the opportunity and almost surprised you. Last time he did Gonazalo home come and never baba a story. So player friend is Hendrik. There are teams so much as so mobile branch and as a Madrid as so mobile here branch on loan. Real Betis is number 1. Can at this moment you ask yourself, say, ebe here say Hendrik better than Real Madrid bobo ko ni mo ana. First of all, tell me a player now. At the SSMA, they say you have to talk to the coach. Only coach ni din komo na coach na try on a plan for what kind of plans because you are absent at the Club World Cup. There are other players from one year present. Almost so opportunity or Roma Red Bull Bokonim. So giving the opportunity, Oma grab this opportunity with both hands and Yeme Konkan and so the Maumo. It is a players only mobile player. A better dinger the amount. So buy an Baba commandeer spot because you are not Kylian Mbappe, you are not Vinicius Jr. A branch now on a pre-position. No. At the Real Madrid senior level, we haven't seen a lot from him. Gonazalo. Back in at the Club World Cup, Aquadana proved the actual BOHBBA say he's a good striker. So far, matches our body ama Real Madrid. Our Club World Cup anymore. Watch 4 goals and our assist back. 5 goal contribution from 5 matches. It's in the clearly. Coach Biabe Petro be keep such a player. No be see a kind of man. Hendrik on the other hand, that Real Madrid senior team had opportunities, but a lot of them were in stats. But even with that, about 22 matches in the league, 3 stats Spain unyaye, or share 1 goal in the Spanish La Liga. Champions League, about 9 matches. Onya 1 start in the Champions League, or share 1 goal. But the Onya stats Garcia was in the Copa del Rey. A Honoman branch in stats Bibri. Or about 6 games, and the Real Madrid or started 4. In the Copa del Rey, no a Real Madrid top scorer, or share 5 goals. It's clearly. Aquadana tried to a lot of opportunities and other stats. On also bet me proving who Real Madrid Bobo Konim. But at the Club World Cup now, coach they assessing new players. No, only available. One man had a player opportunity. I don't know deliver. It is a Oba, a better Danes or Baba Tuno, and so dear few. And we shouldn't forget that he's a Spaniard. That alone gives him another advantage over who player if I was Hendrik. Only established. What is all no? It was in Brazil na you the wire, but at Real Madrid you haven't achieved anything extraordinary with the Real Madrid club. It's a better thing the ama Aquadano. Tony coaching in Casa. No resort na Madrid the bebo and yes adia. Ompelo ni bi na onko. Non konko betano hu honum. Now for opportunity in the bar. Was sign to about be PM Real Madrid. No about be see akan. And so the amo ken. Manchester City. Pep Guardiola gradually fixed the problems in the squad. It's your honoma. Kevin De Bruyne and Okoto Ryan Sheki and the buyer. The quality Ryan Sheki has shown. It did dance here clearly. Say he's a good player. At the left back position, no be here player. And Okofa Ait Nuri, and in the buy at the Club World Cup. Young baller Ait Nuri is also body Manchester City Bobo Kono. He's been very good. Defensively, he's there. Or attack here, he gives you options and also anymore. He plays as a modern day left back. It's in a gradually problems in the Manchester City Bobo Kono. Coach in Ibuso all ya then all solve it. Potos near them no all feel it. But baby Bakwa Baba problem kaka. And Manchester City has been the right back position. It's in a yamid there. So Manchester City Bobo Kono. And some about Bonsi and as a report Sabacheto or Dumfries. Dumfries are brought to that level. Manchester City Bobo Kono for that particular project. I am saying this because City right back position, the top road are working. Walker was the man and all boss our position or solidify her at the Manchester City. The standard of the right back position, a Coco Drew, Manchester City Bobo Kono. It got to a point. City share Real Madrid. Naka Walker, more. Among football in this on the Obi to me as part of Vinicius Junior. It is out to me, yes, Jumano. It drew our level, no, not only the league, the Champions League level near there. It means all the standard of the right back position, our Manchester City in a Kosovo. But since he left, and I say only Manchester City Bobo Konimo. Omo ma be born to me, yes, Jumano, and Peja the right back position, and Fanconco drew our standard, no. Rico Luiz beba be bokaka. A bit of inexperience and inconsistency. Ewa kodana fa. E toda na coach na kofa midfielder. Matthias Nunes. E na baba be jina the right back position. E ti enfound City team na strong. Enfound there are options. Ewa ni mu ho midfield any e chire honom no. The right back position tokro baba be da honom a Manchester City bobo ko ni team mfele. It is over called Livramento. Never bow 80 million. The Livramento we are talking about, Campono, Newcastle at the right back position, do Timibo. But Newcastle, most of the time, about the left back position, and at the Maumo. It is a Bebo 80 now, Quenya or Dumfries on one. I think so going for that particular player is a very good option for the right back position. Our Manchester City Bobo Kunimu. And standard now, Kyle Walker, a page at the right back position of Manchester City, and now. Open right back from be fitted as standard now. Over Dumfries, over Ashraf Hakimi. These are the right backs from Durusa level. No? It's getting him to fill that gap. Brad energy to one of the Ken. And idea about Manchester City Bobo Konepa. Now on AC Milan, coach I find Maximiliano Allegri is getting almost everything he wants over AC Milan. And in Pennyforce to whom much is given, much is expected. Yeah, the opening in our mouth. See are the supporters of AC Milan, the management, the board, everybody in and around the club. And so rest won't so buy the almost to pay Eddie Amomo. And it's over to me the I did the school there to be him. Why you be that with AC Milan in 2011-2012? GDN or cover Juventus or yeah. Why increase GDN because at Juventus, a Juma and a brother in so when it comes to the domestic trophies. I do a Champions League final any idea. It's almost a shame, and I'm decided say you are the manner. Ubetimi ababa boy because ye peno why you be dan ti yenko fa umra e no mo de naba omo de ne ba ye no ken there were players and omo person omo free AC Milan because project e koso ho no omo ni gidie wom Mike Mignan is a typical example omo ni abrante na kasa convince no ene Mike Mignan decided so obetena AC Milan onko ba bia Rafael Leao wanted to leave no person join Barcelona ne Bayern Munich no ma no omo peno omo ni akwada na kasa coach ne na kasa coach na kan in the press conference and they said he feels so award you obetimi dia bring out the best e Rafael Leao mu etu oni player na kasa ama player ne nso so tena omo kwa kofa Luka Modric e de na brew after the Club World Cup oba be join AC Milan omo be yiska e de akofa Matteo Retegui enso so de na ba the top scorer in the just ended season e wo Italian Serie A mu enti omo ya de bia ma se de be ya obetimi succeed it is good na mum e the pressure e na eba enti papa no so make sure said the omo yedi amano no onu to be repay the supporters the board the management and you obi owo AC Milan bo ko no hu bia with Scudetto no omo hwehwe and that status omo person omo recapture with European football mu no omo no ntimi form nkonkoduru sampempen so no because ade bi ebe hiama manager is successful bia no omo de sade na ma Allegri ken
okay any a big message about so na mama ntoso emfam free or me ba me toso